welcome to another Ab Nation live show with the hockey coach, Coach Frenchy, directly for the beautiful country of Thailand on an amazing, great Monday night, September 18, 2023. I feel like I just left you a couple hours ago after we did the live streaming between the Montreal Canadiens and the Ottawa Senators, the last game of the Montreal rookies in Buffalo. They are in the direction of Montreal Canadiens to start their main camp. Wednesday, September 20, we're going to give you a lot of subject to talk about tonight about the Montreal Canadiens rookie camp. I'm going to recap a little bit what happening, some evaluation from different players, and what's next now. About that, we're going to talk a little bit more about one more thing about the Columbus Blue Jackets. Not too much about my backcock, but behind that, why they hire a backcock, why the other deeper, and what the owner is very quiet about the case. And compare the Blue Jacket, Montreal Canadiens are in the paradise with Ken Hughes, Jeff Gordon, and Martin St. Louis. Sometimes we appreciate some move Jeff Molson did in 2022 and make the Montreal Canadiens back on the right track to become a solid team in NHL, but not until 2025. That's it, that's all. And then we're going to talk about the next Connor Bedard. No. I want to say that, not the next Connor Bedard. I'm going to say the next Ramus Dalin. He's playing right now in KHL at 17 years old. 17 years old, 6'7", and right now he's dominate the KHL as a defenseman. 6 point in 6 game. Saliev, don't forget. So if Montreal is on the top 5, and they are going to select number 5. Elzeman is out. Celebrini is out. Demidov is out. The next to pick is a defenseman. What do you do, coach? Already see the Montreal Canadiens fans now. And July and June 2024 screaming to the Montreal Canadiens. This is going happening, guys. Possible. We know we have Leshchinov, I believe. This is another great defenseman in Russia. And then I'm just talking about this new player, Saliev. And this is what happening to an NHL draft 2024. I really go deep about the NHL draft in the last couple of days. Liv King and I were talking about Montreal. I feel like Montreal is going to be finished at the bottom 5. Are you sure, Coach? Not yet. My prediction not done yet. By the way, before we said hi to everybody, we have one spot, only one, to be at the Fantasy Hockey Nation with the ESPN. So we're only one spot now. We fill it. We fill 15 of the 16. And if you want to join us for the upcoming, you just have to go and click on the link of the new channel is going to provide the next couple of minutes. We have some kind of affiliation marketing now with the Montreal, with the Hockey Nation. You can buy some apparel from the Hockey Nation. With the store we have, it's called the Frenchy Merch, Frenchy Creative Merch. I apologize. I'm going to work on it. I need to work a little bit more. Lack of my commitment about that. And finally, sometimes people ask me how we can help you, your channel. I don't want to be a member, how? But now we have a new link affiliation with NHLshop.com. If ever you want to buy a jersey, a hat, or your favorite hockey team, you want to helping us. We don't get a lot in return, but you know, one day at the end of the month, that pay maybe a massage for coach at the end of the month. Or some pineapple. Depends what coach you want to get. We have a few people in the house. Welcome everybody. Thanks to be a part of the show. Don't forget to click on the likes. We're 90 minutes with 5 questions tonight for the Frenchy Quiz at the end. We'll go to a little bit more Q&A tonight. Because I feel like, we have not much to talk about for the Montreal Canadiens. Although, in fact, we're going to recap the Montreal rookie camp. So, Q&A, asking me any question. Put the letter Q in front. That would be great. We have KLS, directly from North Carolina, is in the house tonight. Here we go. Thanks to be a part of the show. Sebastian knocked the door. Thanks to be a part of the show tonight. Don't forget, guys, we don't ask a lot of things here. Just be respectful between all of you and then only focusing on hockey. I don't want to hear your personal life. I don't want to hear your name of your dog or the weather, whatever it is. Stay on the track of hockey. This is the best place to sharing what we love and we have a passion about. It's called hockey. Whatever you're Bouncing Bruins fans or you are Ducks fans, we don't have a lot of Ducks fans in this chat. I don't know why. Where are you? Where are the Ducks fans? Ducks fans. By the way, we miss in our top, we miss Dixon. I miss my Dixon automotive group. Not there anymore. But we miss him. So sometimes, guys, I'm thinking about the people came with us. I heard, by the way, NHL report from Connecticut. My friend, he was the number 27 subscriber. I think he was number 27 on my channel. We spoke with him for the last 4 years, and with the time he's a young man, 21 years old, 22. People change, right? They go to other direction. They don't really want to talk about coach anymore. But I got a text from him yesterday. He said, "Hi, coach. How you doing?" It's glad to have, people remember me, and then they text me, everything like that. So just want to say hi to our friend NHL Report News. And thanks to be from Connecticut, by the way. There you go. We're going to go through a little bit more what's going on in the chat. Before it look like a lot of talk conversation, Mr. Private Eyes is in the house. Thanks so much to be with us tonight. Thanks so much. Léon Renaud knocked the door, Mr. Léon Renaud. Thanks so much. Private Eyes is in the house tonight. Glad to have you. Where Randy Walkman knocked the door early tonight. Randy Walkman from Alberta. Randy, right, for a lot of continents about the Calgary Flames. Hopefully doing well, Mr. Randy. We're going to pick you up at some points on the week. Luciano Graziano knocked the door. Welcome back, Luciano. Our moderator number 1 in the chat so far. Thanks for being with us. While you're talking about moderator, we're not to set moderator number 2 tonight. The co-host of the weekly report recap and the locker room report, Mr. Enata, pop up 2 times per week. So right now, the Sunday night and the Wednesday night. Glad to have you aboard. Hopefully doing well. Glad to have both of you in the chat tonight. And then we have Mr. Roy. Good morning, Roy. I don't know anymore. It's a good morning, afternoon. When you walk from 12:30 to 4 o'clock. I go to bed at 4:30. I wake up at 6:15. This is my night so far. Yeah, I'm going to take a nap, a long nap today. Always going to take a nap. So I'm not sure I'm going to have a video tomorrow morning, but at least you're going to be ready for tomorrow night. We'll be back at 9 o'clock Tuesday night. Tomorrow night, going to do the NHL news for the Montreal Canadiens. But Roy, hopefully doing well. My friend from Bangkok, Thailand. Back from Nashville, downtown, our Sharks, our friend, the Sharks, back in the house. Hopefully doing well. Great to having him aboard. Always said hi to us. I appreciate that. Who about the Albination knocked the door? Who scored for the Montreal Canadiens today? It's easy. It's Jan Mezak again. Winning goal for Mr. Mezak, and the first goal of the game. The first goal of the Montreal to tie the game 1-1. It was Riley Kidney. Really good goal from Kidney for that. Here we go. What was said, match, Abination. Jake McGinway is in the house. Welcome aboard. Thanks for being part of the show tonight. We are already our first prediction of the night. About that, Triple W back in the house. Salut mon homme, bonsoir, bienvenue, retour. Mr. W was with us today. He stayed with me to do the live streaming afternoon. That was a pleasure to see you, my friend. Of course, Gary Cournoyer knocked the door. Gary, welcome back. The UPS driver. somehow, somewhere in Montreal. Our friend Arji Calavo going to give us all the information about the NHL tonight. You have two games right now live if you follow the NHL. And right now it looked like 7-3 the Steelers and New Orleans the Saints. The New Orleans Saints, Drew Brees, who remember Drew Brees, number 9, take the lead 6-3 over the Carolina Panthers. I know my football. Not sure. Anyhow, let's move on for what we got. Zeb Lecave. Salut, Nartap. Zeb Lecave, welcome back. Salut, mon homme. Merci d'être avec nous ce soir. Can we talk about Jan Mizak? Mizak is going well. There we go. Then after that, we'll see what we got here. Try to pick it up. William McClary knocked the door. William McClary from Ontario. We miss you, William. I know Sunday night, I believe you play hockey, but we miss you. Hopefully doing well. Glad to have you aboard. I'm sure, guys, any questions, Q&A, put the little Q. I'm going to answer to you. That's what we got tonight. Was the answer BPA is answer. Real deal. The RDP from Newfoundland knocked the door. Buffalo Sabres. Talking about the Buffalo Sabres, unfortunately, an upper body injury happening to Matthew Savoie. It looked like he's going to missing the beginning of the camp for the Buffalo Sabres. Savoie is hurt for what we heard today. The young star was playing the Edmonton Oilers. Young star, here we go. The Vancouver Canucks versus the Edmonton Oilers. Won that spot. Never done fantasy hockey. Careless. Never too late to start. And Rabina back in the house. Yeah. Welcome back. Last year, I would feel I would be in the draft at lottery talk this year. I expect the same thing about this one with F for the one more year. Question for Inartap. Is Mézard better off at the Kitchener de Laval, giving that Henneman, Farrell, Roy, Anderson, Simoneau, Millet, working push for the top 9? Well, this is the biggest question happening about that. I think Mézard, for him, here's the key, Inartap. If he was returning to OHL, he has to get out of Kitchener Rangers. It would be interesting if he can get the top best 3. Example, played Peterborough with Owen Beck. I think that would be a great setup for him and OHL. Peterborough, they're going to have a good team for the upcoming season. So he go get the top 5 team in the OHL. I don't know who they are, all the 5, but that would be a good setup for Philippe Mézard. Yeah, nothing wrong to play at 20 years old. Nick Zuski did it. The key for Laval Rocket, Mézard, he showed to us some flash today. I really like his speed, but I really like his stick angling. But again, it's the 2 wide with Laval Rocket. Now, you can start and play in American Hockey League, and then you can send down to OHL after that. It's not like because you play one league like AHL, you cannot go returning in the OHL. Example, Shane Wright did it. So that would be possible for Philippe Mézard if the opportunity is a little bit better for his development or progression to play for upcoming season between the AHL or the OHL. But great question about him. About that, I don't see more than 10-12 minutes à Laval for Mézard. Yeah, that's pretty much what we get. Thanks so much for fantasy. A lot of people here. Pick up the park. Don't forget to click on the likes. Franco Iacono Packendahl from Saint-Léonard. Bueno. Tickles, my dog name is Show. It was going to, no, you'll be explain the experience. Here we go. The one we not the most interested for me was what and my you both. They're always doing something on the ice. Well, we'll talk about this. I'm going to see a little bit, talking a little bit more about Joshua and Logan Mayu in the next couple of minutes. I really don't know. One Ducks fan is my goalie little looking. We go like that one over there. Ducks fan are 14 behind, still on the friendway, on the freeway for dog. There you go. It look like the dog is up over there. Willie Snyder from Arvada is in the house, directly from Canada. Welcome back, Willie. We're doing well. Hopefully, an amazing, great weekend. Ready to rock and roll tonight. Glad to having you aboard. Not a problem with that part. Our friend Gary knocked the door. Thanks so much, Gary, to be with us. Gary, Zegras and Pinto, they will resign or should respect a trade. I will say to you guys, don't worry about Zegras. Zegras is going to sign a contract like Jimmy Trestle with Anand Ducks. They are just tough customer. Pat Verbeek and John Sullivan, the CGM. John Sullivan concerned maybe the toughest negotiator in hockey. So that's what happening about that. I feel like it will be happening before the season starts. At some point, Zegras is trustable. Do not worry about that. They're not going to trade him. Now, the key about the Pinto situation is a bit different. The Flyers make a deal with the Ottawa Senator for Pinto and Mathieu Joseph. So happening, the Ottawa Senator, they need money and they want to trade Mathieu Joseph. But to pay the price, they have to trade Shane Pinto with that for to the Flyers. I don't know what the Flyers would send back to them, but it will be interesting. Can the Flyers send Konechny? I don't know. But that's what we heard, a rumor about that situation. But Ottawa does not want to leave. They don't want to lose Pinto, behind Suzla and Norris. A big 6'3" center like Pinto. That's pretty good. Again, only 22 years old for him. So, great question, Gary, about that. Mr. AK knocked the door. He's actually from Alberta. Friend of Randy and the house, both of them. Thanks so much to be a part of the show tonight. I appreciate a lot. The evidence, I've talked to the Flame and Ad about the third goalie. Yeah, possible. The Colorado Avalanche could get Vladar in return. Vladar carrying a last final contract at 2.2, and Montreal Canadiens have Casey DeSmith at $1.8 million. That's the kind of possibility the Colorado Avalanche would like to get. It looked like a little bit more serious, the injury at Frenchy Quiz, and there'll be something to follow up for sure. But the Colorado Avalanche, I'm not sure why they are not to give a chance to Annunen. I believe it's Annunen, the Finland goaltender, the last 2 seasons with the Colorado Eagles in the American Hockey League. But we'll see what's happening. But great talk about this, Randy. Mr. Luc, salut mon Luc. Welcome in the house. Thanks to stop by. Say hi. Wesh Mizak. What? Trudeau play well. But time to get the real training camp about that one there. For that. Not that would be the plan. There we go. I'll try to pick up other conversation. Luc Lafortune for Lance Gardien. Knock the door. Luc was with us today at 1 afternoon. Glad to have you aboard, Mr. Luc, and stop by tonight. We missed you last night. Hopefully doing well. Our friend Claude Richard from Ottawa in the house. And Mac Babino. Welcome back, Mac. Hopefully doing well. We don't see you a lot of time, but I know you pop up left and right. You don't talk too much, but glad to have you aboard tonight. And I'm doing great. Hopefully doing good too. Last night, coach, back on the ice last night, and now the oldest guy there. Here we go. It's not about the age, it's about the participation. And and Trump said, La Ligue des Garages. So enjoy, William, and hopefully you're doing well. Okay, Paul, full. All right, let's just finish up. Here we go. We're going to complete that with all the signatures full. We have to set up the NHL draft. We don't know if we're going to do live. It will be a little bit difficult, but maybe we're going to recording. So we try to figure out how we can do that. We'll have to have the 16 people. It's not always good. Or usually, if you get half of the participants at the NHL draft live, it's more fun. But we'll see how I'm going to set up this. So usually it's on the weekend. I don't know the morning, the Saturday, Sunday morning, or the evening would be before, example, like 9 o'clock p.m., something like 7 p.m. Sunday night. We'll be interesting. Anyhow, Claude Richard have a question. Do you think Logan is player who can log a lot of minutes on the ice? Yes, he does, definitely. Is a player right now is a little bit on progression. You can see it's on the weekend. Get a little bit more confidence today again. We know Ottawa Center was not a very good team today. Oof, was difficult watching Ottawa today. But it's a guy who's going to play over 20 minutes with the Laval Rocket with them. I can't wait to see the Laval Rocket roster, guys. It will be fun to following that team. It was just a freak accident. Hope he recovers soon, Luciano. Talk about his injury. Thank you for sharing with us. I think backup just killed Kenville come back. He killed a lot of things at the same time. About that, when I said that is because you know, maybe they're not going to recycling a lot of coach anymore. They will maybe open the door, and obviously, it is what it is at the end. But I don't see Joel Kenville. A team will be afraid to have those kind of response. What happened with Mike Babcock? Sean Coach, if you're the present member of the app lineup, how you be reacting to the NHL Young Star display poor visual? Cole, if you were a present member of the Montreal Canadiens lineup, how would you be reacting to the NHL Young Star display? Poor visual. I don't know if you talk about the showcase or you talk about the players like the young prospect. And again, if I was the lineup, if with the Montreal Canadiens, I'm the veteran players, I'm a younger players. Depends, it's a little bit strategic about to give you the best answer without knowing too much data about that. Now, if you talk about the poor visual of the initial style display, are you talking in general? Are you talking about the Montreal spot in Montreal or something? If you can restructure the question, I'm sorry, my English sometimes is not very good. Mizar look good today. Skinning edge work at winning face-off. A lot of upside from him today. A little bit better for him. I think it was his best game overall. But again, a showcase, guys, is this way. It's not about the player you have in front of you. It's who to play again. Who? This is the biggest question, right? You see a full team like the Buffalo Sabres, and the many players from Montreal struggle prospect against them. You get against Pittsburgh, they're a bit easier for Montreal Canadiens, and then today again the Ottawa Senator with nobody in the lineup. When I said nobody, you have nothing big. I think only 5 players play high level hockey last season. The rest were just junior and invite players, whatever they were. Montreal dominated completely the game. So you cannot. We're going to evaluate the player performance this weekend, but it's really count Wednesday. Wednesday start, and that's what you're going to see with the player what they look like against them. But it's a great learning process. It's a great learning experience for the players to be there. The grower, a local HL team, but I cannot use for the league does not allow. The Growler are a local East Coast hockey league, but I cannot use for the league does not allow. For East Coast hockey league, the Growler. Here we go. Right, sent to the hockey factory at London with the Hunters, London Knights. That'd be great about this. Mr. Jimbo knocked the door. Salut, Jimbo. Followed by Peter August. Don't forget, to click on the like. I appreciate a lot. I'm going to go back straight on that one of them. About that, Mizar is only ready around to the help. It's just a better, doesn't matter. It developed beyond what it is. Thanks so much, Peter. Thanks so much. I swear, Scotland Bowman will last for last an hour today. Coaching was not that popular among, but he was a winner like the Bull Belichick, like Bill Belichick. I think that was the name. Talking about Scotty Bowman, guys. Where's Scotty? Here we go. Scotty Bowman, guys, turned 90 years old. 90 years old for Scotty Bowman. 19 years old. Unbelievable. He's still in shape for Scotty Bowman. And 90 years old. So a great thing talking about Scotty Bowman. Coach was ready for that. He knew Williams going to talk about him. Oh, Mr. Francois Pitt knocked the door. Glad to having you. A double shift for you, Mr. Francois, with the Hockey Nation Live Show. Glad to have you that. So c'est, we expose these young players, a crappy video, a play description, at the risk they get a serious injury. As a fans, we accept it. I don't sick. Not. It's sick. Have fans watch poor quality. So let's say we expose these young player crappy videos, a play description, and at the risk of this get serious injury. As a fan, we accept this. I don't see sick. Fans watch poor quality. Here we go. Mike Babino, this is just a confirmed, not offensive. Poor. Pool is very underwhelming. Pretty sure not the best forward was a what or D on the other ends. Is looking great for Mike Babino. Great comments about that one there. I'll be honest with you, Sebastian. I don't think so. Mike Babcock is laughing. Mike Babcock have a really big ego. He's a tough customer. And after he got punished and tried to come back in NHL, he used his energy to set up and prepare the season. And he had to resign because the circumstance. Did not go too deep about who is right, who is wrong, and what it was the player, the young player complaining about Bissonnette turned around to be that way. I'm sure he's not laughing right now. Mike Babcock. Not at all. You don't want to leave your last opportunity that way. Right or wrong. This is really difficult, I believe, for Mike Babcock. But this is my own opinion at the end of the day. COVID coming back. I don't know about that. It's about my age. My age, you're lucky to get out of the bed. No, I still good. Coach, a much better effort today by the rookies. 6 goal posts. You're absolutely right about that one. Mr. A2 knocked the door. The less impressed I get off. Mickey was sent back at la cage after the match. François Pitt. Strobel et Mayu, a future pairing with Laval. Definitely. Definitely about that. For sure, Gary. I think there would be a good pairing together. 6'2", 6'4", and that would be a great second pairing, I believe, for them. Willie, have you seen any of the play from the Avalanche rookies? What are you thought? Honestly, I did not. Willie Snyder. The only other game I watched at some point, the Detroit Red Wing prospect. I watched again the Buffalo Sabres, and I watched the Chicago versus St. Louis Blues. One better play. They are pretty much the game I watch live online for Spit Leon. And better, it's hard to like if it's art like a jacquard. About that one, that's 6'6", the football. About this, Franco the only virus. There we go. Why Fantilli, Carson, Bedard are not and not Rebecca? I'm not sure if you question about Rebecca, Carlson, Bedard, or Fantilli. But if you have any a little bit more deeper, I will go back. When does the regular season camp start? Depends. Everybody start this week. Randy, Montreal started 20. Other teams started 21, 21st, 22nd. But it all start right there. Albert, Florent, all the Smash Bro together. Here we go. See the freaking catch. Next week, the Canadiens will do some of the roster to how many players. We don't know yet how many players they're going to find. I know it's going to be a little bit more over 60. But you're going to drop during the weekend. Maybe some already going to not returning with the Montreal Canadiens after the main camp. And Nicolas de Goubi-Bonneau in the house. Welcome in the house, Mr. Nicolas. François Beauchemin, ex-Anaheim Ducks players. We know Beauchemin have a great career. Was drafted by the Montreal Canadiens, trade to Anaheim Ducks, and then he finished, I believe, with the Colorado Avalanche with this area. But that Rebecca looked like he's going to be ready in 3 years. I don't think so. I think Rebecca, guys, it could be a part of the team in 2025. If everything turns around, it's going to be 1 year right there, including, and then it's coming back. And I think 1 year Laval. So 3 years, he said. This year one, next year two. Yeah, but yeah, that's the way you talk this way. I agree with that part of that. Coach, this woman have no system in place. It was a big shiny game. It was hard to evaluate the players. Yeah. So if you talk about that way, and I talk about my subject of the day on my at Daily News, yeah, no structure, no plan, no system. They give them only the 101 basic hockey, and they don't teaching them a lot behind the bench. It's really, really low uh, profile from the coaches. On the flip side, the player, that's their own decision. You have no chemistry. They never play each other or barely played together before. And this is all new for them to have a one defenseman with pairing. In the next game, the center play winger. The winger play with two new teammates, a light mate. It's not easy. It's all about chemistry. On the flip side, the player had to be sure he shows some kind of intensity, grits, skating, stick angling, vision, hockey sense, details of the game. That's part of what we see. So we can evaluate those things about the players. But as a concept of the team, it's difficult. But, bad pass. I would say, I will give you an example. Today, if you look about the power play, how many times players, defensemen, quarterback, Trudeau, Rebecca, Mayo, and other players, guys, pass the puck, but not at the right spot. And if you want to send a one-timer shot from your flanker, the puck have to be in the middle or on the back of the skate. All depends when the player want it. But if it's not the right spot, you cannot do your one-timer. So I see that many of them today. And that's what I'm talking about. The first pass, example. Beck try to go around another player. Boom, a turnover. Why not pass the puck? Another player in front of the bench from Montreal Canadiens. He tried to do a 360, a speedorama, or a move like that at dome the puck. That's it. That's all. That's why I believe Rebecca, at the end of the day, for me, he was pretty good overall. Not great, but pretty good. Why? They keep this simple. He didn't want to take any chance. He got cut a couple of times, normal, learning, process, right? But in general, he was not want to carry on the puck, and we want to stay home and just keep this very simple. The basic. But we're going to talk about this next minute. Great question about that. Rebecca looking more like Rebecca. The kid is huge. Yes, getting huge and huge. To Blake is close again. Gomaniac at the 3 second. Hey, to round era for people like Bakak, the old school control, no sense, does not fly anymore. Well said. Watch out for color coaches this year. Expect a dominant the World Championship college season. Yeah, coaches will be ready. Draft for the Flyers, 5th overall pick, I believe, 6th overall pick in 2022. This is another player who's going to bring a power forward, play for Boston and NCAA, ready to rock and roll. Cole, do you send Sarkozy to the World Junior Championship? It's too early to say that. If you play in NHL and you play a lot of minutes and you play top 9 and you regular, everything like that, you don't send any player at the World Junior Championship. Why? Because you're going to lose possible the mindset of the players. It will take this like a regress. Why I go there? I play already in NHL, right? Now, if the player play in American Hockey League, like Shane Wright last season, he was between American Hockey League and then he played 8 games with Kraken, held to scratch, and then come back. And then after he went to the World Championship, and then he got the OHL after that. That's better. But if Sakoski is still in the NHL, play top nine, play 12, 13 minutes per game, I would not see a great opportunity for him. Uh, but that would be my answer for that one there. Improvement in Mayu over the 3 game, but still Laval bound for Peter August. For that, I should get that is a monster. Pierre is subscribed to. Did not you get the notification? Coach Pierre is subscribed to. Did not get the notification. Thanks so much to subscribe to the show. I appreciate a lot. Today's tournament are pound hockey style. So can't want to be a player once against the World Championship, Leon. About that, about this. I want to be sure, like private eyes, Sebastian, or we stay in the hockey. All right, that would be better if you don't mind. And again, it's not because we don't want to do a channel to talking about people and the live, everything like that. We want to be sure we talk about hockey. That's the purpose of 99.9 people come to the channel talking about hockey. So we start talking about other subject where it's nothing with hockey. It's not make sense to me. And you know what I mean? Like I'm sure you have other channel, great creator, great people talk about other things, and this may be the right things to do. So if you can stay in the subject, that'd be great. That'd be awesome. So I just want sharing this with you. That'd be good. Thanks so much for your understanding. Question, Coach. You can see that Rebecca is struggling with the speed, pace, physicality, size, and American rank. Is a good idea to go back home and to say, yeah, it's really great idea to go back play an LL. I don't think so. It was um, off completely Rebecca. He make mistake like any other defenseman. Trudeau and Mayu did it. I really like his cap control. He's really good with his stick. He got beat 1 or 2 times, but most of the time he really pushed the player out of the. He doesn't want to give the end side. He really pushed the player out. He's really good on cross checking on the back checking crossover. You can see that the positioning is so much better compared to Mayu. But for me, he will get a 24-minute, 26-minute every night play in LA. He's going to, when I said NL is the National Hockey, Swiss Hockey League over there. And then he's going to play on special team, first pairing, compared to Laval, maybe play less minute, everything like that. When it be the time next year, he's going to be back with the Montreal Canadiens. He's going to start with Laval Rocket, and then he's going to get its time. And now people, yeah, but what about Chirecek? What about Nemec? Every case is different. Every organization is different. But for me, if you want to develop, it's all about TY. It's about TY. Time on ice, time on ice, time on ice. I understand what Martin Saint-Louis said. Yeah, but when you sit on the bench or you sit on the rafter to watch the game, you can learn. You can learn, but you cannot execute. You have to execute. You have to be in the trenches to develop. So for me to send him over there for Rebecca, that's a great opportunity for him to develop. And now with all the film and all the videos that the team get every game, they can return the next day. One specific coach, one specific scout or coach development, whatever you want to call them, can give back his feedback about the game. So I don't see like negative about that. By the way, maybe no, it was really under the radar. Billy Ryan got promoted and started about the scouting development with the Montreal Canadiens. Billy Ryan, scout for the Montreal. Not many people talk about this, but I just want sharing with you about that news that we got today. I'm not said Rebecca is not good. Point I'm taking is not a top 5 pick. I don't know why you said that, A2. I don't know how you can evaluate a players. It's not a place, a showcase to evaluate a players if he's a boss or is not, right? If you look about Leo Carlson game, second overall pick, 2 point, did not dominate with Arizona Coyotes. Now, are you going to say he's not a top two? Fantilli should be in front of him. It's not a place. Let's see in 5 years, A2, what Rebecca look like. It's not about the top five. It's what he's going to bring on the table for the Montreal Canadiens have an opportunity to become a solid team. This is what we have to look about that. What the player is going to reach is ceiling in NHL at 23, 24. A defenseman, it takes 4, 5, 6 years before you reach your full potential. Whatever it is. Look, Ramos Dadin. He started 18 years old. 1 year is minus 47. First overall pick. Are you consider him like he should not play a first overall pick? It's not the way. You cannot, and anyone here can say this guy is the boss, this guy is a good player. It's not a showcase. You're not there to consider what it would be the next ceiling for the players or the potential of players. A showcase is only about abilities, everything like that. You have no system, everything. Doesn't happen. When you subscribe, we will all see it. Good try by Kenyos. I told you that you shouldn't be miscovered. You should take in listen to him by taking miscover about that one there. You're welcome at Wesh. Got to see my friend Canadian rookies. Pete Martin is in the house tonight. Mr. Moment, not bad. We'll get the call up even for a few games. Real team who will get a call up for a few games. It's very hard to decide because we don't know. You know, a lot of players don't. One thing we forget, guys, they have a lot of great players for the Laval Rocket. Elias Anderson, Mallet. You have some veteran players going to join the Montreal Canadiens. So at that moment, they need a players. Maybe not they're going to call up a rookie like Joshua Roy. They're going to call up someone maybe a better season. At that moment, they need a player. So very hard, Pete, to tell you which players going to be the call up about that one or there. Rebecca got the jacket super fast. Is not accused to the new physical about that. There we go. 15 pounds. François, they going away sometime next year. The use North American. Anyone able to watch the SHL game? I didn't watch it yet. A couple of games. How many games in the Swiss League? Most European game look play between 56 to 65 game looks on a season, plus and more after that. So that's pretty much it about this. I can tell you. Coach, question: who decide in Montreal Canadian management who get to make the final roster? Who is the coach for the roster for Montreal Canadian? And now for the sent to the minor, everything like that is it's all the staff management. So it could be Ken Hughes, Martin Saint Louis, Jeff Gordon, Rob Ramage, Martin Lapointe, Bob Rob. They're all going to sit together and look about this. Christian Boucher play a big role to that one for sure for the Montreal Canadiens for decision. Give them some kind of data analytic for that. Look, last season, he played a total of the last year he played 51, 55, 66, 69 game total for the year for him. That Leo, thank you so much. I want to be a top forward. Pierre Martin, Florgon, be a beast. Now, you have to be careful with that. And again, A2 talk about Rebecca, maybe not a good choice fifth. On the flip side, we cannot say Florent and Jacquai is going to be a great power forward for Montreal Canadiens. Um, he needs to improve his skating. His position on the ice was not always perfect. He has a lot of learning process before we said maybe he will play in NHL. But if he make the NHL, right, with the size he has and the toughness they are, the Jacquai, that would be an amazing, great pick for the Montreal Canadiens. But we cannot at that moment said, he's going to be a great asset for Montreal Canadiens. He has too many things he had to learn before he reached that ceiling or his full potential. A great point to talk about him for that. Joshua would be called up for a few games, maybe probably. It could happen if they need him. You cannot even come close at the 90 final version at this prospect tournament, whether it's better scoring a hat trick, another player struggling, small, simple. For that to fix a big boy, but he need to buff figures and skill development. Right? And enough, if Hughes was going to trade Price, what you have to give to the other team, I would think minimum the first round pick, not allowed. It could be reverse and Rabinov. So Montreal does not give a salary cap dumping for Carey Price. It's the other team, they need help and their salary cap. And that's happening for the case of Carey Price. So Montreal could get, example, Montreal Canadiens got that enough in return for Shea Weber. So Carey Price could be traded to Vancouver Canucks, and they could get a first-round pick, or they could get Myers in return, example. So what happening with that? But that'll give Montreal Canadiens 2 years, at least 2 or 3 years without Carey Price on salary cap. But they have to deal with Tyler Myers for 1 year and possibly to trade him at a trade deadline to get something back in return. That's the kind of trade you can looking about Carey Price. Hopefully that will clarify the situation. Laval will have a solid team. I don't know about that. And the reason why there are too many young players. That's the problem. Now they will be excited. It will be fun to watch. It will be great to hear about the team because you have a lot of prospects. But I don't see like a great performance. In American League, it's not about anyway the outcome. It's about how they develop, how they are progressing. But at the end, if they can be an excited team, that would be fun to watch. Definitely, many fans going to follow. Of course, Mayo over there. Make a prediction on the Montreal Canadiens first straight. Well, I think I have to go with Casey Smith at that moment, Randy, for that. Been a pleasant surprise because are you struggling last year? What about yourself? Let's gain more time for training. It's good for Rebecca. Laval should make the final championship again, but win next spring. Those should be called up before Mayu. François Pitt. It all depends, right? One is right defenseman, one is a left defenseman. Will be an excellent draft pick, Pierre Martin. Everything like that. So we're going to move on, guys. I take the time to read everybody. Because it's not a big night of hockey talking about Montreal Canadiens. But what have we got tonight, guys? First of all, we have 22 days before the beginning of the season for the Montreal Canadiens. Cole Caulfield, can he score 40 goals, 50 goals? We'll see. Tonight we're going to review the rookie cam, a recap of the rookie cam for the Montreal Canadiens. Following, if you go my Add the News was back today. Big trade soon, talking about Carey Price trade. And that's what we did. I did today on the Montreal Canadiens. Of course, I did the game live streaming between the Montreal Canadiens and Ottawa Senator. Let's move on for what we want to talk about and recap evaluation. The final score of the game today, Montreal win by the score 2-1. Montreal completely dominate. I think the shift of the 35 versus 17, I believe the final shot shooting on the net Avantage Montreal. Six poles for the Montreal Canadiens today. Mayo, I think you have two of them. And the 2 goals for the Montreal Canadiens, Kidney and Yann Mézac scored for the Montreal Canadiens. Mézac was his second goal for the Habs during the tournament in Buffalo for that part. So that was really about what happened during that game for that. Now, the Montreal Canadiens, game number 3 for me, the better, the player stand out for me are William Trudeau, Yann Mézac, Logan Mailloux, and Riley Kidney. There's really the one where I really believe they will have a better game versus any other players for the Montreal Canadiens for game number 3 happening between the Ottawa Senators and the Montreal Canadiens. So for that, and then we're going to talk about a little bit more at Rookie Cam, the recap players. So I'm going to move on to the next graphic, guys, and talking about the evaluation a little bit about the players. And talking about what they accomplished during the 3 games. Some of them played 3 games. I think we have 6 players played 3 games. Like Mayu plays 3 games. Hua played 3 games. And compared to other players played 2 games in 1 game. That will be the reason I'm going to talk about this. Before that, if you don't mind, guys, I'm going to take a break for 1 minute. I need to take a water. And the people do the pest control. My condominium are going to be in right now. So I want to be sure it's covered. Don't go nowhere. I'm going to take a very short video, short break for 1 minute. And after it, and Lucian can entertaining. Don't go nowhere. It's part of be live streaming sometime. It is what it is. So stay with me. Don't go nowhere. About 1 minute maximum. We're going to talk about the Montreal Canadiens. Will be back at the Rookie Camp recap. And I'm going to give you a really good song. You made my day. Here we go. 1 minute, guys. We'll be right back. You made my day. Oh, day. You made my day. You made my day. You made my day. We don't want to get no pet, no pests, no hands in the next month with those people come here very quickly. They pass all around the condominium place for 1 minute. It was very quick. Here we go. We are back, guys. So the ad rookie cam recap, and I did not give. I gave some, ranking, but not for all the players. And I think for me, for what I learned for the last 3 games for the Montreal Canadiens, is really the performance of the goaltender. Whatever is Tobes, whatever he gave 6 goals, it was not his fault. What happening to him Friday night. But if the fact like Miller have a really great performance for the Montreal Canadiens, now again the Boston Bruins, and then yesterday the new player Spunar, the Czech goaltender, played with the Portland Winterhawks last year in the WHL, have a goal again average of 2.61, I believe, last year. Did very well for the Montreal Canadiens. Whatever he faced, only 17 shots. I really like the size, 6'3", 190 pounds. Would be interesting. He's an undrafted players. If Montreal Canadiens consider maybe to give him an opportunity, should be returning in the WHL for upcoming season with the Portland. But there was a goaltender for that team. From Best Control, translation, Nate, coach from Best Control. How about that one over there? Thank you again. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. That'd be awesome. So that would be the performance, the goaltender. Then for me, the most consistency players, guys, for the Montreal Canadiens during the 3 game, it was really William Trudeau. Play only 2 of the 3 games compared to Jan Mizak. But I can see the fact they played in the American Hockey League last year. The fact they was play, learn for the coaches' development for Montreal Canadiens, you can see the progression for what they are 1 year ago. Their consistency, but the fact like they was dominate on different facet of the game, the intensity, Trudeau, really confidence with the puck, without the puck. Of course, he make mistakes like anybody else, but I really like the way he joined the play, how he see the vision, the game, great pass, and you can see a lot of great things about William Trudeau. This is another wild card, and the Montreal Canadiens is jam and the left defenseman. And before I come to the show today, I was thinking about which one have to switch if Montreal Canadiens want to keep Angstrom, Hudson, Jekai, Cooley, and Trudeau, and maybe Stubble. Which one of them have to play right defenseman? I have no choice. Again, we see, but it is a great performance overall for William Trudeau. We will be back with the Laval Rocket for upcoming season. I will look forward to seeing him at the main camp. Then Jan Mizak, really great career in OHL. Remember with the Hamilton Bulldogs, captain of his team at the World Junior Championship. Last year, he struggled with the Laval Rocket. A very difficult year. He got hurt. Really not good overall. But you see him, another dimension of his game. A good skater, great 200-weight center, very smart, and he can score. He proved it. He scored 2 goals during the weekend. I really like his intensity with the Montreal Canadiens during the weekend. So for me, not Simono, but Mizak have a good tournament during the weekend. Engstrom, the man, I think, closer to Italian watching. How many goals Montreal for Bedard this season? I'm expecting around 45 goals, 95 points. Possible about this to go. Not a problem. Randy, have a great dinner. The next player I want to talk about, guys, is Roi Simoneau. I call them B. It's not matter, the letter, don't worry about that. But Joshua Roy, Friday, not much. Like many of them. Saturday, he picked it up. Yesterday, okay. I want Joshua Roy a little bit more intense on the ice. When I say intense, it's like a little bit more body check, use your body more. But you can see how he became so much a better hockey player overall on the ice. That's something. But again, he need to improve his skating, like we talk about his power strike, punch 1 and 2. But he's going to be could become a good hockey player. So we'll see what he's going to do. Definitely, he's going to be Laval Rocket for upcoming season. Simoneau, this is a Gallagher 2.0. It's no matter. Once Simoneau is on the ice, it's like a train. He go all the way. It's up and down, up and down. He could play like, I'm sure when he play with other sport, or he play like a domino game, or play card, he want to win. He want to reach. He is just one speed. It's all about body check, running after everybody in front net. He's not worried about anything. He compete. That's called grit. That's called intensity. That's called compete all the time. This is what we want. And he represents exactly that. Obviously, he's only 5'7", 5'8", but he have a heart work ethic amazing, and it's fun to watch. He create opportunities by the way he play his own style, his unique style, and we'll see what happening for him. He have a really big role for the Montreal Canadiens and with the Laval Rocket for upcoming season. But for me, it was really he played only 2 games, but you can see when he's on the ice, something happening. He remind me a lot for me, guys, Yannick Gord. If you want to have a copycat of Simoneau in NHL, it should be Yannick Gord. Behind that is just the size of the Simoneau could stop him with his physicality of the game. But this is happening about that for that. Now the next player I want to talk about this for the Montreal Canadiens is Remayo, Rebecca, and Mizar. And the reason I put this all together, guys, is because all 3 players, all 3. Rebecca is going to be a clothing for upcoming season, but for me, more they play the game during the weekend, better they became. Friday, they all struggling, all 3. Saturday, Rebecca did not play, and Mayu picked it up. Better game. Mezal played pretty good. And yesterday, all 3 have a better game compared when they played the day before or 2 days ago. Mayu, you can see more intense, more into his game. It looked like he was feeling more comfortable on the ice by his action and reaction. And they all make mistakes. That's part of the game. But I love the cap control. And Mayu, guys, he can hit left and right. You have a good stick. Rebecca, great moment sometimes, bad moment sometimes. But overall, I like the way he played. He didn't want to carry on the puck. He didn't want to create too much. A couple of turnovers, the blue line one time with Farrell, everything. But overall, I think Rebecca have an okay tournament. Again, I'm not going to judge him what kind of player he's going to become. He's going to develop over there with Claudin. And for Mayo Mezal, this is interesting. Mayo is going to start with Laval Rocket for sure. Mezal, this is where he need to step up. Like you said, Renard Tap, you have a lot of players now at the forward Laval Rocket. Some of them have to start with the Trois-Rivières and the East Coast Hockey League. Example, Riley Kidney. Maybe. Ty Smilanik. Maybe. But Mezal play a big, important year for him. Unfortunately, it's going to be compared with Kolich, where it don't make sense to me. But people like to say, "Oh, Montreal should trade that player. Oh, Montreal should play that player." Guys, if it was easy, if they knew the future, they would pick the best player all the time. That's simple. That's you know what I mean. For that. Eternal is in the house. Thanks so much. Thanks to be with the Hockey Nation Live Show. We appreciate that. But I would like to trade goalie for a very good forward. Top 6 goalie is injury prone. His way of playing, I feel like he will not last. I will not do that for me because we don't have any player like him with the Montreal Canadiens. So I will not do that for trade him. So that the next player we want to talk about this guys is Owen Beck, Michael Torini. 2 players, a Rally Kidney. Beck, okay. I was expect more for Beck. And I don't know why when I said that. Owen Beck make many mistakes during the weekend. By just complicate his life on the ice. An extra move. An extra stick angling. Boom, turnover. Another direction right. Boom, stop, turnover. I don't say he played bad, but it was so much better last season at the training camp. Maybe it was shocking all of us to see him. But he had to return in OHL. for the Montreal with Peterborough Peace for the upcoming season. He need to get that kind of security. He need to. We'll see if he's going to take the team play for Team Canada at the World Junior Championship with for the upcoming one in 2024. But for me, it was a good camp, but not a great camp like he did last season. Now, Michael Tourigny, guys, this was really surprised me. Play solid defenseman. And unfortunately for him, it's like Simoneau, another small defenseman. Can move the puck very well, can skating very well. Very solid. And you can see it's another player have an experience and play again a professional hockey player last year in Austria, and it will reflect on the ice with the Montreal Canadiens pairing on the third pairing defenseman with the rookie camp during the weekend. I really like his game overall. Scored one goal Saturday afternoon, but we'll see what's happening to him. Definitely going to play on the third pairing for the Laval Rocket for the upcoming season. Finally, Riley Kidney, guys. Really, I don't know why I don't connect with him. And I apologize. It's me. I should do better. I should give him more credit. He scored a really good goal yesterday. Fight for the puck in the corner. Get out of the corner. You talk about the. We just talk in our talk about the strike power, the power strike at the with the puck, without the puck, the first 2-3 steps. That's what he did. He won the battle to the board and he go around the players and straight in the middle of the ice in front of the goaltender. A great wrist shot and he scored. He did it many times in QM, but now he have to bring those. I would love for me intensity for him, a little bit more. I like his skating, not bad, but intensity more. Go get a little bit more. You want more, bring this, and that's what I'm looking for, Riley Kidney. Again, I'm not negative about him, but you need to fight for his spot with Laval Rocket for upcoming season. It's not guaranteed. Now, the good thing about him, he can play center like Mizar, and he can play winger, both of them. So we'll be really see what Jean-Francois Hull is going to do. Again, Jean-Francois Hull have a lot of big addition to do for training camp. Finally, guys, for me, my two disappointment players, and I don't want to use the big disappointment, but I was expect more. Is Emil Henneman played 2 games. He did not play third game yesterday. I don't know they punish him or not, but really, really flat. I would call the word flat from Emil Henneman. Just not there. I don't know. He showed no interest, or he was not. He tried, did not work. Chemistry was not there with his line behind the play. Sometime it's just not the Emil Henneman we saw last year. Owen Beck and Henneman, for me, Henneman was really not the same kind of player I was expect for that camp. At some points, many of us here said he may be fight for the spot with the Montreal Canadiens. If you go only for the rookie camp, this straight to Laval. That's all, buddy. Go to the hard school. I don't know. Some Sweden players have a difficult time to adapt to play in North America or to adapt the lifestyle. I don't know. Yeah, something missing for Henneman during the weekend, and we're not around to figure out what is the problem. Sometimes it's personal life, right? We don't know. Maybe he broken his wife with his girlfriend. Maybe his dad is not feel good. We don't know. But I did not feel good about Henneman during the weekend. And then Sean Farrell. I'm a big fan of Farrell, but really disappointment for me during the weekend. You can see physicality is not there. He struggled. He gained weight, and I don't know. He need to carry on that weight at 181 pounds versus 174 he was before in the past. Very difficult camp for him. Some flash left and right, but too much for me, not much enough for me for Farrell. And I did not put the name Jadon Strobel. I apologize for that. Is another player I should go there. I really like the 2 games he played. He did not play Friday night. Jadon, physical guys, he's strong. Oh my God, he's strong. It's easy when he go in the corner. It could be a really another great player for Montreal Canadiens. So for me, this was about the most important players evaluation I can sharing with you during the 3 games. Again, I don't want to be negative here. I don't want to say to you because it's a showcase. It's not organized. It's not structured. Yeah, not much to evaluate or consider a player will be a boss or don't play, whatever it is. I don't see that. It's just more to see the skill ability. So my evaluation tonight, I talk about each player. It's about only what they see as an individual players. That's it. That's all. We saw a lot of turnover, gave away puck. You can see, guys. Many of you watch the game live, right? Uh, both team on the ice, not only Montreal. Uh, Ottawa yesterday was painful. Boston Bruins, they don't have a lot on the prospect Boston Bruins. Not looking good, Boston Bruins. Sabres, that was a great game to watch. Sabres with a lot of great experienced players. You can see this. Can see a Kulish play in American Hockey League, how confident he was during the game. Ren Johnson, another great defenseman for them. And they have Benson, Savoy, many of their. So that's happening about that one. We're going to pick it up. A couple of people there. Parker Jones, just a big guy, but no spies. No, no. This is East Coast Hockey League for Jones. Will never play an American Hockey League or NHL. I agree with you. Look about Jones. But no better coach. No better. I don't know. Pro don't care much for rookie cam. Yes and no. Yeah, yeah. Again, you have to be careful. They're not going to make a judgment to. I would say characterize the player, but to analyze the players. What he will do if it was not important showcase, guys, but the management would not be there. Everybody was there. Sedway, Hughes, Gordon, Ramage, Poprov, Lapointe, Boucher. They was all there. They was all there, watching, taking note, scouting, report. So at some point, it's important. What they want to see is where they are, where they progress, like Trudeau Simoneau, the returner, Beck, and then they want to see the new players pop up there. The Farrell, right? The Rebacker, the Mayu. This is what happened. So at some point, it's important, but we cannot categorize a player for what he's going to become in NHL. It's just an evaluation of what happened during the 3 games. It's like the World Junior Championship in December. People, sometimes the skyrocket value increasing for players, but it's only 5 games, 6 games, 7 games. That's not make them become an amazing great hockey player. Cole Caulfield scored 1 goal, I think, in 1 season, 1 year, and then he had 3 goals. Cole Caulfield never played amazing at the World Junior Championship. So you have to be a little bit careful about that, and that's the reason. But we cannot say this is nothing, the showcase. No, this is good. That's where you have to learn. It's exactly what happening at the main camp. That's the reason you have scrimmage. That's the reason they have exhibition game, and that's what happening though. That so, but I can understand your point of view about that. They want to see compete. I think there are great words about that. They want to see the intensity. They want to see the grit. They want to see the work ethic. They want to see, how they work together. But I think the best way I can describe, I don't know if you agree with me, guys, is about the quality of the hockey. It's not much. It's not great. That's maybe the best description. Because you have no cohesion, you have no structure, no chemistry. It's harder. So that would be my best description. I think that's the right thing she said. The quality of hockey is diminished by all the different things I just mentioned to you. And that's called, at the end of the day, showcase. And that's what the reason I would say to you. The real chem is more important. Yes, definitely, Nicholas. For sure. for that. For that. So it'll be another point for the Montreal Canadiens for that situation. Let's see. I think I have a couple of things I want to talk about this before we move on. Complete the game tonight, the show tonight. All right, let's finish it. What's going on here? First of all, the Montreal Canadiens camp start Wednesday at the August 20. They expect a little bit over 60 plus. I don't know exactly the number. I read that about this, but I don't know. It'll be 56 or 63. Last year, they bring most of the players went to the rookie camp with the Montreal Canadiens. Remember, they have 3 or 4 groups where they have at least 2 groups, A and B, and the C group after that. They keep all the goaltenders. So I don't know exactly the format of what Martin Saint-Louis and the management are going to do, but expect around 60 players for the upcoming main camp. It starts Wednesday with the physical test. Yes, about Simoneau, rookie is like a pickup. The local arena. It's not too bad point for that. It's going to be like this. Look about maybe the beginning for a couple of days, and after that they drop very quickly. Very good about that. Going tomorrow from media. Not sure what time press conference is yet. I think it's 11 o'clock. I could be wrong. I'll let you know, but great point to remind that for sure. We have a list learned the last season. Now we just talk about the main camp, guys. Yeah, no spot. That's it. That's all. Yeah, no spot. We said this many times. I'm going to repeat that. Yeah, no spot, and yeah, no rookies. Everybody you see during the weekend, definitely, they should not be at the roster for Montreal Canadiens at the beginning. At least you have injuries after injuries. Last year was a bit more because Edmondson was not there. Madison got hurt. The another defenseman, I believe, was hurt. The open spot, and Montreal Canadiens opened a spot for Jekai Harris with Coley. And then you add Kovacevic on the waiver claim by the Montreal Canadiens. Sakoski was a part of the forward. But right now, Montreal are 14 forward, 9 defensemen, and 4 goaltender. I don't see any rookies be a part of this. At least something changed, like injuries or trade or open up spot. But right now, I have no spot. So it'll be fun to watching some players, right? But when you guarantee your spot, it's easier, right? But we'll be interested in what's happening for them. After today's 15 will be gone. Why bother? It's to give rewards. Look, that's what's happening. To keep a little bit more time for different players, they deserve it. And because the Laval Rocket camp does not start right away, that will give them to give on the ice. But you're going to see an example like Florian Jacquet. I'll be shocked if you're not sent to his team Friday. Different player playing a junior, maybe Spooner. And then a player like Ordis or those players like Demon, never, not great or no contract, they maybe not be at the camp. So, but they will keep example. Player go Laval, and you have 14 of them on the 27. Look, you have half of the team, right? So take out Spooner. Take out Ortiz, the main defenseman. That dropped at 24. Forward, Jekai. Gaydon. I don't see. All the rest are going to be with Laval Rocket. Most of them. So that's the reason behind that. Look. The game, all the VIP players. Only can some of the will only be someone get injured. When the rookie maybe came up and the injury reserve. About that one over there. So that's the next thing we'll talk about. We'll try to get this in the time. The NHL headline, the Columbus Blue Jacket. You know, like I said, I'm not going to talk too much about my backup. What I want to talk about, guys, is like the management of Columbus Blue Jacket, guys. This is their responsibilities. The GM, and then the president hockey, John Davidson. John Davidson carried a really, really great reputation in the NHL. Ex-goaltender, many years in NHL, and then he been president hockey for the New Rangers, the Columbus Blue Jacket, and he have a great reputation. But this is really, the question is this way: why they hire Mike Babcock at the end of the day? Sometimes we always said, we're looking to trouble. We're looking to get trouble in front of us. And that's maybe the reason why happening to the Columbus Blue Jacket on that case with Mike Babcock. And again, I don't want to go deep what he did, what the problem. It's more about the management for me. I think they could have Pascal Vincent right away. They could get any other direction. As maybe this is a great thing happening right now for the learning for all the team in NHL. Sometimes a negative situation, consequence, make a team better after that. You learn from those mistakes. And the good news and the bad news, you have only 3 weeks for Pascal Vincent to prepare. The great news is Patrick Laine is excited. This is the big news of the day. Patrick Laine is happy. He's a happy man because Pascal Vincent was the assistant coach for the Winnipeg Jets. They looked like Laine at 18 years old. Vincent took him a lot of time under his wing. So you have some kind of connection. So not always negative, but interesting what Pascal Vincent is going to do with the team over there. Some other responsibility start fall on him also. Going to be one of the worst team in the league. Coach because of his friendship with Yamo and Davidson. Him to start doing background check on coaches. Batman addition is Ab Hader for Leon Renault. About that one over there. Then today it was a hockey history, guys. Today, we know they create the leagues called the PWHL a couple of months ago, weeks ago maybe. There was their first PWHL draft happening today. 15 round, 16 part of this team, that league. 90 player was drafted, and the Montreal Canadiens first pick was the defenseman Aaron Ambrose. 5 of the top 6 defense players are defensemen. Minnesota had the first pick, and they select the forward for the USA. And that's pretty much what I can tell you. I don't want to go deep about that. We know Montreal Canadiens already have Philippe Poulin players, and they got Slovaka defenseman too. I don't want to go too deep, but again, this is great. This is good. This is what we want. We want hockey grow. We want to touch more women involved with hockey, girl, whatever who they are. And this is a good news for that. It was really great in New York today happening. And Billie Jean King was in there for the presentation, everything like that. So I just want to share with you about that. And I'm going to talk about this a lot, not much, but I'm going to give you some information sometime about the PWHL to recognize them, part of a new world of hockey. And we'll see how they're going to turn around. Hopefully, they will be successful for them because we need hockey for women, girls. Many of them deserve to consider to play hockey for sure. Saints Panthers, the New Orleans win tonight, look like, for that. Congratulations for them. Don't touch a woman. At least don't kiss the woman because we know the soccer guy, well, I think it was a soccer coach, kiss a woman, and now he gets suspended, everything like that. So just be careful what you doing with women at the time. And then we're going to finish with that, guys. The NHL main camp, most of them start this week. Not most. They are going to start this week. Would be interesting. No contract yet for Pinto, Zegras, Jimmy Destrel. They have other players. I can't recall it. Sokolov and many a few of them. But the biggest name is Zegras, Pinto, and Jimmy Trestel. Would be interesting. Those kind of negotiations going happening for the next couple of weeks for between the both parties. The biggest name is really Zegras. He's going to see a bridge contract, how much money he's going to get, and they need Zegras for sure. Jimmy Trussell for the upcoming season, the Anaheim Ducks. But another thing is going to be at the bottom. Finally, what happening for Bedard, Fantilli, Carlson? Are they all the only 3 players for the NHL Draft 2023 are going to be part of the NHL roster for upcoming season? We know last season it was only Sakoski, a couple of games for Shane Wright. You pop up a couple other players that joined the draft, but most of the time it was only Sakoski played 39 games. Now this year, Bedard, Fantilli, and Carlson. Can Carlson still not? Can Carlson return to Sweden or not? It's not confirmed yet, but they prove it during the showcase. The number, the point they did when they play. Again, great hockey player. And Chicago going to happy with Connor Bedard. And, of course, the Columbus Jacket. They need Fantilli as a center between Coudreau and Laney, possible. We'll see how the lineup is going to do with Pascal Vincent. And Carlson, how going to still not with the Anaheim Ducks, we don't know yet. It's okay, you get the right queen, yeah. Keep up, head up, Bedard is going to learn for that. Of course, King was there. Here we go. Babs is a great call. Okay, that's kudo. You cheat, skate about a great road for road. Well, this and that's happening, guys. That's all for tonight. I don't have anything else to share with you. I don't know if I have one more. I don't think so. There we go. We try to spend the time. We don't want to extend too much. And don't forget, guys, to click on the like if you don't mind. That'd be awesome. We're going to finish with a Frenchy Quiz tonight. Don't forget, we have a couple of the guest is coming very soon. And it'll be, we'll be back tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Eastern Time, talking about the other news around the NHL. It'll be really quickly. And then Wednesday night, don't forget the big show of the Locker Room Report with Nartap and Marco are going to be joining me live about that. My flip phone was Fido, Pierre Martin, about that. Thanks so much, Pierre Martin. Let's move on for the quiz tonight. First of all, guys, Nartap still leading at 18 winner. Following by tonight, Claude Richard was the winner of the contest last night, 4th of the season. And Léon Renault won his first show of the year on that one over there. The Quinzola time. Here we go. That's what I'm talking about. Here you go. Which NHL team did not draft first overall pick 4 times in the NHL draft history? List below only. The Colorado Avalanche, the Quebec Nordic all together. The Boston Bruins, the Edmonton Oilers, the Buffalo Sabres, and the New York Canadiens. Which team did not draft 4 times in the NHL draft? Tonight, guys, the quiz is really not bad at all. Very easy. Well, not easy. I would say you 6-7. Let's get in on. I pick an top the winner. I copy you tonight in our top. I hope Simono play exhibition game. Luc Lafortune. Hopefully, he's going to get there for sure. RJ go with C with others on more for 19 for an top for with players. You're absolutely right about that, Luc Lafortune. The time coach. The time coach. Here we go. Time is up. Time is go. Leo Renault go with A. Thanks so much, Leo. Two good and two answers so far. Triple go with E. Islanders. Claude Richard go with B. Luke go with E. Luke, thanks so much. Luke Laforcine go with C. The Edmonton Oilers. We're still waiting for a couple of people. Pierre Martin go with B. We have Frankie. Frankie back in the house. Frankie, we miss you. We miss you, buddy. Hopefully you're doing well. I appreciate that. Okay, let's go with A. Well, nobody talked the Sabres yet. Sebastian go with C. Thanks so much. We'll wait for a few more seconds to be sure everybody answer. Andy go with A. And Arta go with B. I think that's what we got so far. Here we go.
Oh my God!
I need to get the roll. I forgot. Answer guy is B. The Boston Bruins never draft 4 times, but only 3 times. Russell knocked the door. Thanks so much. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. Claude Richard, Frankie, Pierre Martin, and Enartap scored the first goal of the night. 1-0 after 1-1. Good luck for the question number 2. Here we go. Which NHL player active most goals per game through 7 seasons? Which NHL player active most goals per game through 7 seasons? Good luck, everybody. Is it Stamkos, Ovechkin, Crosby, Matthews, or Malkin? Will they go with E? West go with B. RJ go with D. Leon go with A. Most goal per game, right? It's a goal backslash per game. Average. Example. At the time, Mike Bossy, it was the number 1 in NHL, 0.74, I can't recall it. Pierre Martin go with A. Luc Lafortune go with B, with Ovechkin. We have only a few answers. We're going to wait. Claude Richard go with C. We have Russell go with B. Luc Lafortune go with B. Still waiting for a few people about that. Frankie go with D. Thanks so much, Frankie. We're still missing in our tap. Sebastian go with B. Okay, let's go with D. Did not get in our top. We're going to go in our top 5. Andy go with B. Thanks so much, Andy. We got in our top at 4. In our top at 3. In our top at 2. And our top go with D with Matthews. Thanks so much, Mr. In our top.
Oh my God!
The answer guy is D. And we have 2 people take the lead on that moment. Frankie is at 2 and our top is at 2 after 2 good answers. And that'll give the lead right now on that one. Kelly scored a goal and RG got a goal on the question number 2. Let's move on. Question number 3. Which NHL player active had the most goals at 18 years old has a rookie card. I don't know why I put the rookie card at the rookie year. Rookie card. Maybe a rookie card. That's a funny one. Anyhow, who has the most goal when they are 18 years old at the first year in NHL for the 5 player below? Is it Laney, Skinner, Crosby, Ovechkin, or McKinnon? Here we go. Good luck, everybody. RJ, go with A. Thanks a lot, RJ. Leon, he said, I told you. Leon is 0-2. And okay, let's go with D. Ovechkin. And then Luke is still 0-2. Can Luke score a goal? Willie Snyder go with B. Thanks so much, Willie Snyder. Playing doing well. Glad to have you aboard. Thanks for all the likes we got tonight. OV at 52 is first year. Pierre Martin got C. Yeah, remember, guys, this is at 18 years old. Pay attention, right? Which NHL player active have the most goals at 18 years old? Then we have in our tap. Then we have Claude Richard at B. In our tap, said C. Léon Renault said A. Luc Lafortune said A. We have Sebastian C. Double Andy with B and Frankie at A. Oh, Frankie is at A and in our tap at C. Which one is right? One of them is right. Take the lead. And we got here. Here we go. Oops, sorry about that.
Oh my God!
The answer, guys, is C. In our tab, take the lead alone tonight. 3 versus Frankie at 2 after 3 good answers. In our tab is 3-3. At that moment, we have Pierre Martin score for the second time tonight. And we have KLS score 1 goal. Triple W and Sebastian score 1 goal on that one over there. So let's move on. Question number 4 of the night. Ready to rock and roll. Here we go. The Blue Jacket have 7 head coach with 100 plus game behind the bench. How many of them have a percentage of 500 more winning? Example, John Tortorella, right? But you have other coaches behind over 100 game. How many of them have a percentage of winning of 500 plus? 1 of them, 2 of them, 3 of them, 4 of them, or 5 of them? It's a tough one, Frankie. RJ go with C. Andy with B. Willie with D. B, C, D. B, C, B, D. C, B, D. We have Real Deal with C. Sebastian with B. Leo with B. KLS with B. Frankie with A. Claude Richard with C. And Atago with D. We'll see what we got after that. I don't know if I start the clock or not. Anyway, we're going to wait a little bit longer. Triple West go with D. Luc Lafortune go with B. Pierre Martin go with B. I go with my man in our tap. Triple W go with in our tap. Chicago Bear, welcome in the house, Nicolas. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. Go with D. Real Deal go chant for D for A. Real Deal, not a problem about that. Well,
Oh my God!
are we missing Frankie, by the way? Do we got Frankie? Frankie said, hey, I apologize. I got it. And the answer, guys, is C. 3 of them are the how many winning percentage. And we have right now in our top at 3. But we have Frankie, Pierre Martin, RJ, Dick at 2 now for the contest right now after 4 questions. The last question, guys, is a little bit what we did yesterday. Who am I? Who am I? Remember that one? Not easy tonight, but maybe some people can recognize that player. So we'll go that direction, guys. Here's the trick about that one. The first person is right. We gave him 2 points. Make sense? If the people, you can give more players' name if you want to tonight, not only one. But after is your number 2, number 3, number 4, we'll give you 1 point if you get right. If the winner is out, everybody get 1 point after that person. The first person win 2 points on that one. Who am I? Everything like that. Are you ready? Here we go. Who am I? Born in USA again. I play now 17th season in NHL. I won the Stanley Cup 2 times. I was drafted first round by the Whalers. My favorite number is 48. And then I give you one more. I play with the Colorado Avalanche and the Quebec Nordiques. That will give you a little bit easier right there. Who am I? Is Tortorella, Todd Richards, Ken Hitchcock are the winner of the most. And the reason it's not 4 because it was 100 game et plus. Claude Noel coached only 24. We have got here Forsberg. I'm out. Okay, that's Stephen Yell for Willie Snyder. We had... Oh, we're going to give a chance for someone, everybody. Forsberg for Claude Richard, Joe Sakic, Forsberg, Leon Renault. About that one. And after I go with Bill Guérin. Here we go, guys. We give you 20 seconds draft by the Whalers first round. Yes, real deal. Samuelson, Luc Lafortune. But someone did it, guys. Gary Cournoyer did it. Scott Young is the winner of that one over there. Scott Young is the one there. Play with the Montreal and play with the Quebec Nordiques and the Colorado Avalanche. We're number 48. Scott Young have a couple of great seasons in NHL. Is the winner of this one over there. And Gary Cournoyer, you have 2 good answers, but not good enough to take the lead because this is the first good answer he got tonight. And Enartap is the only winner of the contest tonight. Mr. Enartap go now at 19. He's the only one tonight Well done par Gary Cournoyer tonight on that one. In our tap is the winner. Pierre Martin, Frankie, Claude Richard, RJ have 2 good answers. KLS, triple U. And then we have Sebastian and RDP have 1 good answer, and Gary Conway have 2 good answers. Well done, well said. Léo Renault called it tonight about Mr. Enartap. He's going to win the contest tonight. Enartap is 3-5 tonight on this show. That's concluded, guys. Another Ab Nation special edition Monday night. We'll be back tomorrow night, 9 o'clock p.m. For that one. We're going to go Montreal and NHL. We'll talk about breakout players tomorrow. Which kind of player can break out, for upcoming example, like Jonathan Huberdeau, one of them. We're going to go around the NHL a bit more tomorrow night, and then Wednesday night, we're going to talk about the Montreal Canadiens, the main camp, day number 1. Don't forget my daily news or my resume or the recap of the Montreal Canadiens on the weekend, and I will be out tomorrow morning when you wake up, hopefully. And then that will conclude the show for tonight, guys. We want to thank all the moderators, Luciano and Artap, and knock the door at some point, of course. And then we want to thank all the people in the chat as a member or supporter of the channel and subscriber. We appreciate that. If you don't click on the like before you leave, we appreciate if you can do that. And we want to thank each one of you. And that's all. We wish you an amazing, great night. Sweet dream. But we want to remind everybody, because you are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you. You have greatness inside of you. This is what we remind you every single night, guys. Thanks a lot, everybody, for everybody to participate tonight. And until the next time, we want to let you know one more thing. Be well, be L. Find a way to dominate your day. But not only your day. Find a way to dominate the second half of what, RJ? Maybe Willie or maybe Luke. You're 2023. Have an amazing, great night, everybody. See you tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. Good night. Sorry to hear that, Flip. Prayer is not about your mom. Only the best for her. Sorry about that. I've been through that with my mom. Thank you, Nata. Booyah!